And we're live. Welcome, everybody, to the Pressure Cooker. I'm Anthony Irwin. I am recording right now as the Lakers are now losing to the New Orleans Pelicans 106-103 with 4:27 to go. Monk just hit a floater there in the key. 106-105 is now the score. Gonna get everything set up here. Been a good game. Kind of disappointing that the Lakers are in this position in the first place, right? Or at all, given the kind of lead they had at one point in this game. Dwight gets a board. 4 minutes to go. 106-105. Lakers are down. LeBron with the ball. Kind of a sloppy possession. Yep, that's not a good possession there. You need more than LeBron dribbling for 17 seconds and then fading away from 25. Ingram draws a foul. New Orleans is in the bonus, so Ingram will be going to the line. Man. If the Lakers lose this one, it would hurt. It would essentially tie up the 9 seed for the Pelicans, and the Lakers will be then racing for the 10 seed against the San Antonio Spurs. Ingram shoots the first, and it's in. Ingram misses the second, does his former team a favor here. Russ with the ball in the left wing. I don't like these shots that the Lakers are taking. I don't know how you have a possession where LeBron doesn't touch the ball. It's funny, I asked people who follow me on Twitter, hey, do you want to do a pressure cooker? One of the options was, is heart attack an option? And heart attack won going away. So if you want to get a feel for where Lakers fans are at this stage of the season, not great, Bob. Give me your thoughts on the game so far. Matt Riggs chimes in. Lakers lost their intensity they had in the first half. So one thing that we see a lot of times here with the Lakers is like there's a style of play that they are far and away better at. And then there's a style of play that they prefer to play at. Style of play that they're better at is defend, get out and run, and try to avoid the half court like the plague. Unfortunately, though, LeBron and some of the older Lakers prefer to operate in the half court, and you'll see the outcomes there. Still plenty of time here, though. Still plenty of time to kind of turn things around here. It's just like Matt is saying, it's really difficult, or it sucks to watch. Even when the Lakers go on a run, it's the most predictable thing in the world. All right, when are they gonna? When's Jekyll turning up, or the bad one? When's Hyde turning up? Whichever one is the bad one. We made an exception. Normally, these are for nationally televised games. I made an exception because this is such a big one. The Lakers play the Pelicans again on Friday, but given that the Lakers are fighting with the Pelicans for that 9 seed, these games against this specific team are really, really important, and you need to win them. That's why when they were up by 20 something, you're like, all right, cool. Nice, easy Sunday afternoon. And then Ingram was a tough fall away. New Orleans kind of pulling away here. 109, 105. Lakers need a good possession. Lakers needed a good possession. They got a Russell Westbrook 3. That sums up their season. A bucket here probably forces another timeout. And we get a foul. Monk fouls Ingram on a jumper. Not really sure why Monk was on Ingram in the first place. This is the thing with how the Lakers roster is made up. No Stanley Johnson on the court, no Wenyen Gabriel on the court. So you have Austin Reeves trying to guard Ingram. He's giving up 4 or 5 inches. And then Monk is giving up even more. And neither of those guys are big enough to really affect Ingram, who, it's funny because Ingram isn't thick or anything, but Monk and Reeves might combine for about as much as I weigh. Matt Riggs, hope AD comes back soon. On the hook on Friday, Aaron said that we would probably see AD within the next week. So hopefully Aaron is right on that prognostication. Rest of the basket. Good board, Russ. You need one of these threes. There you go, Monk. Valanciunas is hurt. Looked like LeBron caught him with a knee. All right, Monk hits his 3, 111, 108. Come on, get a stop, man. But you see this. Austin Reeves is guarding CJ McCollum. That's an okay matchup size-wise, but that's not something you would want to depend on in a playoff situation. And then Russ is guarding Ingram, and he's giving up a few inches. And you get offensive rebounds. There we go. Get out. Go. And the Lakers are slowing the ball down. Go. Hit my Melo. Melo was wide open on that 3. That sucks. Needed to make that one. Melo gives up so much defensively. He has to be absolutely elite offensively. And there's probably your ball game. 113, 108. New Orleans goes up. Says a lot, I think, that the Lakers were never even able to get into the bonus in the fourth quarter. Just a lot of standing around. It's just they get into those bad habits. And, at the end of the day, it's just not a good basketball team. It's not a very good basketball team when AD and everybody is healthy, and they're just like a mediocre to bad team when they're missing one of LeBron or AD. funny to see Ingram telling fans to get loud. Ingram has never been loud in his life. Let's go! New Orleans is like the kind of tone that you would want. And he's like, New Orleans, on your feet. Get loud. We need you. All the intensity of like an executive meeting. Need a bucket here. Probably need a 3, honestly. Given that New Orleans is scoring every time. Need to go faster. There's a 3. Short. And that'll do it. LeBron misses from the left wing. New Orleans gets the ball up the court. They have one possession here to ice it. And we are likely done here in New Orleans. That's a goaltend. The ref called the goaltend. LeBron doesn't think so, but that was pretty clear from where I'm sitting. Yeah, you can see it. The box is right there in that view, so. Well, if you're looking for some good news, given that LeBron turned his ankle earlier in the game, the fact that he can get up and make that play is some good news in and of itself. But that was the ankle that he turned that left. Yeah, you can see that's coming down. Yep. Challenge unsuccessful. Lakers ball down 108-115. This is a bummer of a fucking loss. Good Lord. There is no reason you shouldn't have been able to close out this team up 20 in the third. I mean, there are reasons. There are reasons that they weren't able to. They're just the same reasons that we've been talking about all year. This is brutal. I don't even know what to say anymore about this team, to be completely honest. Like, there has to be more care. Like, there just has to be, like, they just don't respect the game of basketball, is kind of what I always come back to. New Orleans is kind of filled with all these no-namer guys, and all those guys were wide open from 3 all game. Have to imagine that has a lot to do with the fact that LeBron didn't know, LaMelo doesn't know who these people are. All right, getting in a desperation time here. Probably going to be a quick catch and shoot 3 to try to force more free throws. There's the Monk 3. It's an air ball, and that'll do it. All right, I'm Anthony Irwin. This has been the Pressure Cooker. The Lakers just keep kicking us in the balls.